Hi, I'm Scott Hampton.
And I'm Kim Meredith Hampton.
We're here today to talk about investing in real estate for rentals and what are my real costs.
If you're thinking about buying an investment property for rental purposes, always keep in mind your operating cost as a factor before purchasing the property. Costs can include such items as HOA or condo dues, property maintenance, and insurance.
Management fees for a property manager, lawn care, pool care, property taxes, pest control, utilities, and your monthly mortgage. Not conducting due diligence prior to the purchase can come back and bite you in a big way. Here are some other things to consider.
One of the first things are those HOA condo dues. Make sure that the HOA or condo that you're purchasing allows rentals, and if there is an approval process and application fee for your intended tenant. What are the dues? When are they to be paid? Are there any back assessments owed? And what is the financial condition of the association? As the owner, you're responsible for paying the dues. If you don't, the association has a lot of legal rights, such as collecting your rent and even evicting your tenant.
Single-family homes are a lot different from condos, but most likely so are the dues. So take that into account in your pro forma. It's always difficult to give an accurate dollar amount that you'll spend on maintenance, but a good rule of thumb is to use at least 1% of the property value per year.
What is the age of the roof, the appliances? Always get a professional inspection on the property before you purchase. An inspector can help in determining how much life expectancy you can have in all the items we talked about, and if anything, do they need to be replaced?
Anyone renting out their home should carry a landlord-tenant policy, or it's also known as a dwelling fire policy, and you can also ask the tenant to carry a renter's policy. It's not a bad idea also to talk with your agent about an umbrella policy if you own more than one property. Check with your insurance agent for the best coverage for you and your property.
Management fees and leasing fees. If you plan on hiring a professional property manager, you can expect to pay about 10% of the monthly rent for the management fees and approximately half to 1 full month's rent for the leasing fee. This is what it takes to procure a new tenant. Some companies offer more services than others, so look to see which fits the bill for your needs.
When hiring a professional property manager, ask a few questions before handing over one of your most important assets. How long have they been in business? How many homes have they leased over the last 12 months?
How do they screen their tenants? How do they handle security deposits? Where and how are they held? Check with the Department of Business and Professional Regulation to make sure that they are actually a licensed realtor or broker.
Most pools and care are paid for by the tenant unless the house is vacant and it's added into the monthly rent. It's a good idea to have pool care included in the monthly rent. This ensures that the chemicals are professionally handled and that the surface of the pool is not damaged.
If you purchase a quadruplex or larger, by law you must provide pest control. Utilities are usually the tenant's responsibility unless you have a shared meter. Then you would need to figure out a solution that is equitable to all parties.
You should contact the county tax collector's office once you have closed on your new property. Sometimes the previous owner may have had it underneath a homestead, which will affect the property taxes if you're an investor.
Our Central Florida rental marketplace is one of the strongest in the United States. Thousands of investors have seized the opportunity over the last couple of years to purchase properties, and they did it for the sole purpose of renting them for long-term investment.
Great prices, low interest rates. Central Florida alone has over 17,000 homes in 2012. Now might be a good time.